wake up.
This is a brand new episode of Wake Up Right
Wake up.
with your workout buddies, April and sometimes Yenna. Your hit podcast, your much needed hit of encouragement, empowerment, and motivation to live and grow each day a little brighter.
Hey, beautiful people. Welcome back to Wake Up Right. I'm April.
And I'm Yenna. Welcome.
Your hands are blurry.
It's
She's got this new fancy computer and it's like put a little blur action. So, yeah. So hope you had a good weekend. We still have pending episodes that need to be put up. Okay, so it's Monday, November 15th, which was the original end date. And I just wanted to check in and see how you've been doing on your goals. How are your goals? Are you making progress? Even if it's tiny progress. Sometimes it looks like just starting over every single day, but starting nonetheless. We want to know. We want to know, how are your goals, Jenna?
Oh. I think I'll be starting over. Well, no, I think there's like slight improvement. I've been sleeping a little bit better, which was one of my things that I wanted to sleep better. But yeah. I've been working out, doing walks and whatnot. So, and I went ice skating yesterday, so that was a nice workout.
Yeah.
I thought I chose ice skating for my Apple Watch, but it was actually skateboarding that I chose.
Oh, was it actually skateboarding? I thought so. I sent her like a inside joke type response. Anyway, whatever. It was funny in the context of our conversation.
It was, and I was like, wait, what? And then I was like, oh, crap. I did not choose ice skating from the workout menu. I chose skating, which meant skateboarding, which is misleading. Apparently, my options were hockey or curling. And I'm like, well, I didn't do either. I was just skating around. Granted, I did have hockey skates on, so I guess I could have chosen hockey. But that was just weird. I don't know. But whatever. It was recorded.
One of the girls
skating of one kind.
One of the girls reminded me of you this morning while we were working out. She's all like, yeah, because somebody else brought up like starting a soccer team, like a intramural type soccer team. And then this other girl's like, yeah, but I tried to do that before and it wasn't fun because they weren't competitive. I'm like, this isn't fun. We're just losing. And she's like, and they're like, people are showing up just to learn how to play soccer. And I'm like, this isn't where you learn. We already know how to play soccer. We're here to play. And I'm like, oh my God, it's Yenna.
This is no longer fun because we are not winning.
Yeah. She's like, we could have fun if we put in the work to win, then we have fun. I don't know. It was just the way she was saying it. I thought it was so fun. It made me smile. But it's true. If you put in the work, you do tend to have more fun. Like, I feel like it would be frustrating too if I knew what I was doing and no one else cared to even try. They just wanted to like show up and like kick rocks. I'm like,
show up and kick rocks.
I'm like, no. Like, if we're gonna show up, like show up.
We were talking about this with my husband because he said he would like to join like a hockey league. Because he used to play back in the day. And I was like, you should do it because then, it'll get you, you'll get fit without you even noticing because you're going to enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like if you enjoy doing it, it'll be fun regardless. And then you're going to get fit without much struggle.
I had a lot
you
of
don't even notice that you're struggling or in improving.
I had a lot of friends that played hockey as adults in Utah before I met Ricky and we kind of moved away, or met Kenny and moved away, as you guys know him. But
many alter egos.
Yep. Well, we thought that we would share. My goals. I think I'm doing good in that I feel good about my progress. Is my progress everything that I would hope for? No. Do I make the most of every single minute of every single day? No, but I do feel I'm consistently progressing and doing better each day, which is solid. Like I feel really good about continual progress. And acknowledging, I feel like I've been acknowledging more time waste that I do. I'm just more aware of it. And I think that that's helping me not have as much of it, which is very important. Very important.
That is good.
So we're going to share some motivational things with you guys today, or like quotes that we found. Yenna, do you want to go first?
Yes, I can go first. This may be a little bit of a serious one. This by Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And it says, fight for the things that you care about, but do it in a way that will lead others to join you. So I thought it would be kind of fitting for this, us trying to be healthier and, stop wasting our times on social media and whatever.
Yeah.
And us hoping that others will join us in, like what we're doing.
I like it. It's a good quote. Well, I think it's important too, because so often when you get like super into whatever it is, it's very easy to like reject everything else around you and just be like, so like, this is the way. But not, people don't want to join cults. Like,
exactly.
If you want people to join you, for one, you got to enjoy what you're doing. I don't know. I feel like it's a good quote.
Yeah, I thought it's like a tiny bit serious, but then at the same time, it is a really good quote. And I feel like you can apply it to a lot of things and many different aspects of your life and whatever you're doing.
I think I need to take her to the vet. I took them and got them groomed for photos, and she's got a red spot on her leg and she keeps licking it. When we get done, will you message me the vet that you guys used when you were here?
I will.
Okay. I'm getting worried. I wasn't worried about it, but she was just like going to town on her leg. And I'm like, I turned around to make her stop. And then I was like, I've just been cleaning it really good and it was looking better. But what I just saw, I didn't feel like it looked better. So.
Mischief.
And it always happens. Anytime anything happens to our pups, it's always on the weekends. And so I'm like,
that's how I feel like every time Orho has ever gotten a hot spot, I feel like it's always during the weekend when it goes sideways or like when we were traveling and we had so.
Yeah. I want to see if I can probably get her in today though. I'll miss Chippy. Yeah. We need to take you to the vet. Okay. So my motivational quote, it's not really a quote. It's, a little secret from a therapist. That's what she titled it. So it's Nidra Tawwab. I love her book on boundaries. I've shared quotes and things from her before, but she says, if you're invited to the table, someone sees your worth. Be present without asking, why me? You do not need to question your value when people show you how relevant you are. Imposter syndrome will reduce your ability to be present in spaces that you've worked hard to get into. Stop minimizing your achievements by pretending that things happened out of nowhere.
I love that.
Same. Repeat after me, she says. I am worthy because I am here. I am worthy because of my dedication. I am worthy because of what I've sacrificed to become who I am. You are not an imposter. You are a person who worked to get where you are. Own your worth.
Yes, I love that. And to add, do not let other people make yourself doubt yourself. Do not let them doubt yourself and ruin good things for you.
Yeah.
Because people love to do that. People love to criticize and judge because they're jealous. Do not let them undermine you, I guess. No, doubt your value either.
Yeah. Don't let other people's doubt of you affect you. I think that's what you're saying. Like,
yes.
So I was only going to do one quote, but she's got this one right underneath. And since Thanksgiving's coming up, I thought I would share it too. If you don't follow her, look her up on Instagram, Nidra Tawwab. And she says, if you're spending time with family during the holiday, remember this. And I thought this was really powerful when I read it the other day. It's not everyone else's holiday. It's your holiday too. Therefore, your needs matter. I think about that a lot when I think about specifically mothers and mothers of like families with older kids, like all of a sudden everybody's needs are important more so than yours. And then the holiday passes. So I don't know. I just thought I would share that. And I'm sure it's not just, it doesn't just apply to mothers in that situation, but.
Well, I have an example of that. The first year my son was born, he's born at the end of October. So, he was a tiny, new to the world infant when Thanksgiving hit. We just had moved to Missouri, so we decided to go to Minnesota for the holidays. And it was a shit show because it seemed like everybody else was more important than the fact that our baby needed to sleep or eat. Everybody wanted to hold him. Nobody listened to me or my husband when we said he needs to nap, he needs to do this and that. And as new parents, we were kind of also unsure and did not uphold our boundaries. We didn't keep our boundaries. So, then we went back for Christmas and the same thing happened again. And even my husband got very upset because I was upset the first time and he didn't really get it. But I was like, it was a shit show. Our baby's not sleeping well now because he's overtired and whatever. And then the next time he was pissed. He was like, this is BS. Never doing this again.
Yeah. Well, you'll like this because her next point is laying out your boundaries ahead of time can prevent issues on the day of. And then she says, you don't need to be a hero and do everything on your own. Ask for help in the kitchen. I think that that's an important one. If you're hosting, I think it's an interesting thing. If you're hosting people in your house, even if they're your grown children, like people don't always want to get in the way. Like they will ask, can I do anything? And then you say, or sometimes people will be like, can I do anything? And then as the host, you say, no, just say yes. Say yes. Anytime
give them tasks.
You can do anything.
Exactly.
Give them something, even if you just make it up. Like just give people something to do. Then they feel better about contributing and you feel less stressed in having to do everything by yourself. When especially like
I would think you could do like a list beforehand where your guests can help you. So then when they ask for it, ask what they can do. You can hit like, hey, can you do this and this for me? So you have it prepared so you don't have to get stressed about thinking what they could help you with, if you know what I mean? Because I feel like that would be me. Like, I don't know. I'm stressed. I don't know what I'm doing. Like this is more on my plate because people are asking what to do. So if you're like me, then have a list ready of the things that they can help you with. And then you can just delegate.
I love that. Cause I feel like right now sitting where I'm at, I could be like, I could think of 10 things if somebody were to ask me, but in the moment, I would just want to do everything because I would be so stressed out. I would
it's just faster if I do it or whatever, even though it's not.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And I'll have to remember that. My own tip in the future too.
Well, even if let's say it is faster, it's not usually as like, and you've made this point to me before, it's usually more fun together.
Right.
And
that's true.
Even if you're not doing it side by side together, it's more fun to share pain together. So why we like working out.
We have definitely shared pain working out multiple times. And it has been better together than, because, I would have given up alone multiple times.
People will be themselves. Consider this before extending an invite or accepting one. If the conversation goes off course, don't match the energy in the room. Know when to leave the gathering. Develop an exit strategy. So she offers, be intentional about your plans this holiday season. Being unprepared might leave you experiencing the same of what you've received in the past. If you don't change anything, don't be shocked that nothing is different this year. Own your power to curate a peaceful holiday experience.
I love that. There's so much power and wisdom in those words. And I hope that everybody can benefit from those.
Yeah, she's just awesome. I love that. Own your worth from the first quote. And then own your peace. Own your power. Yeah. So that's our podcast for today.
A little inspirational pep talk.
From other people. We're just experiencing
or just for us. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I love finding things that inspire me and talking about them. So and I feel like talking about it reinforces it. Like I read that the other day, and if I just kept it to myself, I really wouldn't have thought about making a list beforehand. But I think, and that goes even outside of the holidays. If you have events or you have people over, people are always going to offer to help. And there's going to be periods during that event where you're going to feel overwhelmed. And wouldn't it be nice if you just thought about, if people ask if they can help, or if no one asks if they can help, I'm going to ask for help with these specific things.
Exactly. It's easier to ask too when you have that specific list, and it can be a variety of different tasks, a little harder, a little easier. Like, hey, can you go pick up the toys for me? Or, stuff like that, even for kids, if you have kids coming over.
And just as an aside, I would be cautious of just open invitations to the room. I would ask specific people and not ask for the same person every single time.
Exactly.
If you're the host.
Rotate them.
Yeah. Well, and if you always leave it open invitation, the people who lean into being over helpful at times, not necessarily over helpful, but the people who always help are going to be the ones that help. It's not that the other people are bad and they don't want to help. It's that it just might not be their nature unless you specifically ask them. So specifically asking them gives the opportunity for them to help, which they're typically
right, because they might be a person who is just going to take the task and like, oh, sure, I'll do it, and then just do it. And they might enjoy it, but then maybe the other people are like, well, I could have done that, but there's always that one who wants to do it.
Yeah,
specifically.
Exactly.
It doesn't give space for the other people necessarily. That can happen too.
Yeah. I love this whole thing, especially as we come close to the holidays, because I feel like it works good for Thanksgiving. It works good for the Christmas season. And I think it works good as we continue forward with our goals, and everybody's working towards their goals, like asking for help, allowing people to help, and kind of fostering that community mentality, like doing things as a community.
Exactly.
Going into
to be alone.
Yep. Well, love you guys. We will talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.